Okay, good day. It is the late morning of Saturday, March 21st, 2020. Transitioning into the lunar cycle, the duck moon. And this is our last day here in Costa Rica. Our plane is leaving tonight, just past 1 o'clock in the morning. And I guess it's just in time because things are changing here. I understand that tomorrow, Sunday, is the last day for flights being allowed, passenger flights for non-essential travel being allowed through the United States. So we're just squeaking in at the last minute. But even here in Costa Rica overnight, things have changed. Park benches are taped off. Parks themselves, as you can see, this was the park we visited during our first day here. When we first started wandering around, it's all taped off. The tourist stuff is closed now, and yeah, things are rapidly changing. So we're gonna head out of here. Chels and I are on our way right now to go see if the tattoo shop is open, because this is one of the souvenirs we wanted to get, are some tattoos while we're here. So we're gonna go check that out, and then I don't know what we're gonna do. We got time to kill until tonight. Our Airbnb is holding on to our bags. We'll probably go back there, if not before, around 9 p.m. grab them, catch a Uber, and get out of town. Hello. So we got a couple of really nice tattoos. I don't know, can you see mine? This is mine, house gecko. Mine's still covered. Yeah, Chelsea's still covered, but hers is wicked better than mine. We'll show you when she opens it. You gotta take it off? Yeah. Take it off. Let's watch.
Unraveling a gift.
What did this say? So this is her family arm.
Yeah.
She's got her 3 flowers for the babies, and then the eyelash viper for her snake man. So, and I got the house gecko because I figured we're gonna go all over the place. This is not our last journey. And the house gecko lives all over the tropics, and he's a total synanthrope, and he camouflages and fits in, not like me. As soon as I got that, I had to cover it up from the sun, so I went and bought the most gringo shirt I could find. I wanted to record inside the tattoo shop, but they were playing music in there, so I did record, but I can't. Well, I can show you, but you just have the voiceover like this. In any case, we are looking around the city, and things are changing very rapidly. As you can see, we're back in this market because there was one thing that we didn't find the other day that we still wanted to find, but things are closing, and all around the city the parks are taped off. The police are not letting anybody go, like, hang out, even sit on benches out there. I bought lots of social distancing. All the tourist attractions are closing. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's really changing rapidly, even as we see this day go by. So I bought a mask for the airport off a street vendor. They're selling them for like 1,000 colones. Yeah, 1 mil. And Chels has a scarf she's gonna wear, more comfortable. But yeah, we're just here really quick at the market, gonna see if we can find the black painted wooden cup that we're after.
I saw it. That's the thing. I saw it here.
Yeah, I know. This is where we first saw it, so we'll look for it. We'll look for it. We got time. We got time to kill. So. We did buy some other souvenirs off a guy that we met in the tattoo shop who owned a souvenir shop like a block and a half away. And oh yes, look at this. This is the retro tattoos. That's where we got our tattoos, and Chelsea's gonna find out the name of her artist because wow, she whipped that thing up. I mean, like, that wasn't something that they had prepared. And we walked in, and within like 2.5 hours or whatever, it was drawn and on Chelsea's body and ready to roll. All right, we'll walk around a bit. See it. Just the police presence, the change in the police presence alone is just so different. The ladies on the corners are selling masks, mascarillas, gloves, hand sanitizers.
Which is good, it's precaution, but it's the world, man, it's changing.
Yeah. Well, the worry is, like, for me, I think it's, you know, good everybody's taking precautions. We should all be probably wearing masks and stuff and gloves, but how are these people gonna make a living without tourists? For, you know, months maybe.
Things are shutting down.
All right, this is the end of our walking avenue.
Yeah.
Get a last look at the parakeets. They gather together at the night roosts here at the park. They're all up in there. But we are not allowed.
They don't care if they're not.
There's the mascarillas. Quite something. That police presence everywhere. Nobody in the square. Wicked difference. So we're back in the foyer of our hotel, and we're just we're gonna hang out here for probably a couple of hours before we go to the airport. It's gonna get dark outside really quick, and we don't want to be out there. But more than that, most of the shops are closing, and there's not even, most of the restaurants are closing. The bars, I believe, are all closed, and it's a Saturday night, so things have really, like you saw all through this video, you know, from yesterday to today, it's like boom, the COVID response is here. So we're flying out really, I think, just in time before a lockdown here. And Sunday, which is when we fly at 1 a.m. that's the last day for us to pass through the United States, I believe. So we're just coming in that final window, kind of like the Millennium Falcon, you know, moving through when the doors are slamming shut. We're gonna make it, but what a wild world, and what a crazy trip this has been. If you come to San Jose and you want to stay downtown in a nice place that's hugely affordable, this is I would totally stay here again. On the Airbnb, this is listed as Habitation Comfortable in San Jose, something like that. Like, the taxi drivers have a hard time finding this place. Uber, well, they had a hard time finding it too. Yeah. I started giving them the name of, there's like a comedy theater across the street, but you could also use the National Museum of Costa Rica, because that's right across the street from here as well. So if you, and we found, you know what we found? We found that there's a big museum for indigenous peoples like a block away. Like a block away. We just stumbled into it yesterday, and of course it's closed because of the COVID thing, so we didn't actually get to see it. Nor did we get to visit the tribal people that are here in Costa Rica.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
Well,
we learned today, because we visited the shop where we picked up our last souvenirs. The guy there, he met us at the tattoo shop and brought us over to his store, and he paints a lot of his products himself, but he has a whole wall full of masks that are made by members of that tribe, and he was talking about them quite a bit. He has quite a few tattoos that are based on those masks and such. So, you know, when again we come to Costa Rica, this is, when we land in San Jose, this is where we would stay, the Habitación Confortable. The host name is Aldo. You should be able to find it really easy on Airbnb, and it's got, you know, every room has a nice little feature to it. Some of them have like a little private garden out their back door. Ours had like really giant television and shower, and everybody gets to enjoy this nice garden foyer area. And the hosts are you know, very gracious. Hey, they took good care of us. There's complimentary breakfast of fruits and breads and juice and coffee every morning. And
you're free to, like, if you want to buy your own food or whatever, they have a little fridge here. You can put stuff in. You could use the utensils. You just wash them when you're done, and microwave, and like there's a little kitchen, in other words. You don't got the kitchenette in your room, but you're welcome to use the facility's kitchen. They stowed our luggage, you know, for the day free of charge, and they're allowing us to wait here instead of, you know, okay, it's time for you to go. You checked out hours ago. No. So really enjoyed the stay here and would highly recommend it. And we're gonna hang out, and soon we'll be going to the airport. Well, the adventure continues. We are at the San Jose airport. We just went in to check our bag at United and learned that our flight has been canceled, and in fact that all flights out of this country for us tomorrow are canceled. My emergency passport expires on Monday, and so on Monday what they have for us right now is they've got me set up on an early AM flight. They've got Chels on a standby for that flight, but they've got her confirmed for the next flight. The first two flights out of here on Monday morning, they only had one seat apiece left in, so they got me in the first seat, they got Chels in the second seat, and they're flying us to Newark, New Jersey, and there we're gonna meet up, and we're on the same flight from there to Toronto, and then we're spending the night in Toronto, and then flying to Calgary Tuesday. So if anything goes a fail at all, my passport's not gonna get us, you know, if they don't fly us on Monday, we got serious problems. And what we were told before was that, you know, tomorrow's the last day of flights. The Sunday's the last day of flights. So pretty shaken at the moment. Not sure what's gonna go on, but we got to try to get our positive mindset back as soon as we can, and roll with the punches, because it's out of our control, and all we can do is try to do what we can do, and we're in this together to see, you know, how the fuck do we get home. And right now I'm pretty upset with the governments for all this bullshit. But we're gonna call our Uber. We're gonna go back to our room and try to get some sleep and deal with what we have to deal with. That's all we can do. This is something else. It'll be interesting to see what the city looks like tomorrow. But yeah, this is something else. Back in the city. We still got our Chinese food room. we could read. It's too old now.
That's too old. It's been outside.
All right, so we're back in the city and in search of the AM/PM. Everything is closed, but hopefully the AM/PM is open and we can get some kind of junk food to eat. We didn't eat anything thinking we're gonna be stuck in the airport. We might as well just have something real quick before our flight, get our stomachs full so we'll sleep on the flights, that kind of thinking. Pretty hard to kind of get the mind over the hurdle of the fact that we're stuck indefinitely. Well, we got tickets, you know, for Monday, but we had tickets for tonight, so who knows. And here's the policia doing their rounds. At least they're around because creeps come out at night here. And this is a little ways from our hotel to walk to go grab a quick bite of something. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna try to get ourselves into a good mental health space, have a nice sleep. And I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. We just basically are gonna be twiddling our thumbs tomorrow. Maybe we'll go hiking or something. You know, we'll see what we can do. We're not gonna be at the airport until Monday morning. And if the Monday stuff doesn't work out, I gotta go back through the emergency passport thing again. And by that time, you know, even by Monday, who knows whether Trump is gonna allow us to bump through. So, what a wild, yeah, again, crazy. But we got to roll with it, and we're not the only ones. Our host at the Airbnb was telling us about several of the other guests that are having problems from around the world. Some of them don't even have tickets yet. Their countries are telling them just sit tight while they move people from more dangerous places back home first, and then they're gonna get to them later. I'm glad I'm not in that situation. But not like the one we're in is great, but it's not the end of the world. No. We're just lonely for our family and our pets, and but we'll just have to do what we gotta do. So I guess AM/PM does not mean the same thing here as it does in North America, where it basically indicates we're open day and night, because the AM/PM was not open. However, after some walking, we found this life-saving AS chicken place. Yeah. I don't know what AS stands for, but we were so glad to find this place, and they got a big kick out of my struggle to speak any little bit of Spanish. And it was totally a you know, weird night scene there, but yeah. Anyway, we found food, and that's gonna make us a little bit more happy. Gonna eat, gonna rest, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.